to faster adoption across sectors like internet services, autonomous driving, financial services, and online education, we're also seeing strong momentum in more traditional industries, such as animal farming and manufacturing, which are actively exploring AI applications and have shown significant growth in demand. In the financial sector, we continue to deepen our industry leadership. Recently, the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, ICBC, officially selected Alibaba Cloud's PolarDB as its enterprise-wide transactional distributed database. This represents a strong endorsement of our technological capabilities by one of the most demanding financial institutions in terms of business performance and technology requirements. In e-commerce, we remain focused on putting users first. We continue to invest in user growth and improving user experience. Taobao and Tmall Group saw stronger momentum in user growth, and 88 VIP members surpassed 50 million. This quarter, TTG customer management revenue rose 12% year over year, while adjusted EBITDA increased by 8%. We continue to invest in improving the operating environment for merchants, increasing our support for those offering high-quality products and services. Fueled by strong momentum in its cross-border businesses, AIDC achieved year-over-year revenue growth of 22% this quarter. Operational and investment efficiency also continued to improve. Despite potential uncertainties in global trade regulations, we remain confident that AIDC's diversified footprint across global markets positions us well to manage changes effectively, and we remain on track to achieve overall quarterly profitability in our international e-commerce business in the coming fiscal year. Other businesses within the group continued to maintain healthy operations. The digital media and entertainment group achieved profitability on an adjusted EBITDA basis this quarter. In fiscal year 2026, we will continue to focus on driving growth in our core businesses of e-commerce and AI plus cloud, while shaping a second growth curve powered by technology over the medium to long term. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. The strong financial results of the past quarter highlight the good progress we are making in driving growth in our core businesses. On our Taobao and Tmall businesses, we saw a substantial increase in CMR growth, which grew 12% year over year, primarily driven by the improvement of take rate. Our take rate benefited from the impact of the software service fee and the increasing penetration of 全站推. Merchants benefit through 全站推's convenience of use and the improvement of marketing efficiency. Our cloud business continues to exhibit robust momentum, with revenue growth accelerating to 18% and overall revenue excluding Alibaba consolidated subsidiaries accelerated to 17%, driven by an even faster public cloud revenue growth. Notably, our AI momentum remains robust, with AI-related product revenue sustaining triple-digit growth for the 7th consecutive quarter. We are seeing our AI products being adopted across an increasingly diverse industries, including a set of digital native industries, as well as traditional verticals such as manufacturing, reflecting the broader application of AI technologies in real-world business environments. These demonstrate our commitment to innovation and reinforce our leadership in the cloud and AI sectors. This quarter, AIDC maintained its rapid growth momentum, primarily driven by strong performance in cross-border businesses. We continued to enrich its product offerings and diversify its business models to meet the needs of local consumers through local supply. We will continue to focus on enhancing operating efficiency and navigating in dynamic macro and geopolitical environment. Our commitment to sustainable growth and improving efficiency delivered solid results, with all segments achieving year-over-year EBITDA improvement this quarter, leading to a 36% increase in overall group EBITDA. A number of loss-making businesses are on track of turning profitable, while we are investing in select strategic AI-driven initiatives that position us to capture long-term opportunities and create value to our users and customers. This quarter, we continue to optimize our business portfolio by exiting non-core assets. We expect to generate $2.6 billion in maximum of cash proceeds from the sale of Sunna and InTime. These actions allow us to sharpen our focus on core businesses and invest in key growth areas, while also enabling solid cash return to shareholders. Our board of directors has approved an annual dividend of $1.05 per ADS, representing a 5% increase year over year. This increase reflects the impact of our share repurchase program, which resulted in a 5.1% net reduction in share count after accounting for ESOP issuance for this fiscal year. The board also approved a special dividend of $0.95 per ADS, which is higher than last year's $0.66 per ADS. This increase demonstrates that we are making solid progress in disposing non-core businesses and financial investments. In total, we are distributing $2 per ADS in cash dividends this year, amounting to $4.6 billion. Combined with the $11.9 billion in share repurchases, we have returned a total of $16.5 billion to our shareholders for this fiscal year. On a consolidated basis, total consolidated revenue was RMB 236.5 billion, an increase of 7% year over year. Excluding the revenue from Sunna and InTime, group revenue would have grown 10% year over year. Consolidated adjusted EBITDA increased 36% to RMB 32.6 billion, primarily attributable to revenue growth and improved operating efficiency, partly offset by the increase in investments in our e-commerce businesses and technology. Our non-GAAP net income was RMB 29.8 billion, an increase of 22%. Our GAAP net income was RMB 12 billion, an increase of RMB 11.1 billion, primarily due to market-to-market changes from our equity investments. The increase in income from operations and the decrease in impairment of equity method investments, partly offset by the losses arising from the disposal of subsidiaries. Operating cash flow this quarter was RMB 27.5 billion, an increase of 18%. Free cash flow this quarter decreased 76% to RMB 3.7 billion, which was mainly attributed to the increase in our cloud infrastructure expenditure. As of March 31st, 2025, we continue to maintain a strong net cash position of RMB 366.4 billion or $50.5 billion. The strong net cash position and healthy operating cash flow bring us confidence and sufficient resources to increase our investment in cloud and AI infrastructure to capitalize the sustained strong demand and the substantial growth potential presented by latest AI innovations. Now, let's look at the segment results, starting with Taobao and Tmall Group. Revenue from Taobao and Tmall Group was RMB 101.4 billion, an increase of 9%. Custom management revenue increased by 12%, primarily driven by the improvement of take rate. Our take rate benefited from the impact of software service fee and increasing penetration of 全站推. Merchant benefit through 全站推's convenience of use and improvement of marketing efficiency. We continue to invest in user growth and other strategic initiatives, such as price competitive products, customer service, membership program benefits, and AI technology applications to enhance user experience. These efforts led to stronger momentum in new consumer growth and a continuous increase in orders. On the merchant end, We remained focused on improving their operating environment and ensuring their sustainable development on our platform. In particular, we increased the support of merchants that provide high-quality products and customer services, including support for marketing, new product launches, and customer management. During this quarter, the number of ADA VIP members continued to increase by double digits year over year, surpassing 50 million. With solid profitability and increasing ARPU on a cohort basis, we will continue to focus on its retention rate. Taobao and Tmall Group adjusted EBITDA increased by 8% to RMB 41.7 billion, primarily due to the increase in revenue from customer management service, partly offset by the increase in investments in user experience and technology. Revenue from AIDC grew 22% to RMB 33.6 billion this quarter, primarily driven by strong performance in cross-border businesses. AIDC's adjusted EBITDA was a loss of RMB 3.6 billion, compared to a loss of RMB 4.1 billion in the same quarter last year. AIDC continued to focus on enhancing operating and investment efficiency, leading to a narrowed losses this quarter. In particular, the unit economics of the AliExpress's choice business improved on a sequential basis. AIDC has a diverse geographical presence. Moving forward, we will continue to diversify and enrich our product offerings by engaging local merchants and partners through different business models in different markets, and navigate in the dynamic macro and the geopolitical environment. Revenue from Cloud Intelligence Group grew 18%, and overall revenue, excluding Alibaba consolidated subsidiaries, increased by 17%, primarily driven by an even faster public cloud revenue growth. Notably, AI-related product revenue maintained a triple-digit year-over-year growth for the 7th consecutive quarter. Our AI products are seeing broader adoption across a wide range of industry verticals, including internet, retail, manufacturing, and media, with a growth in focus on value-added applications. In April, we launched Queen 3 series, a new generation of hybrid reasoning models that combine the capabilities of fast, simple responses and deeper chain of thought reasoning into a single model. The Queen 3 series covers a full range of model sizes, including 2 MOE models and 6 dense models. All Queen 3 models have been fully open sourced on ModelScope, Hugging Face, and other platforms. We believe the full open sourcing of Queen 3 will drive innovation and new applications by developers, startups, and enterprises. Cloud's adjusted EBITDA increased by 69% year over year, primarily due to faster growth of public cloud products and improving operating efficiency, partly offset by the increasing investments in customer growth and technology innovation. We will continue to invest in anticipation of customer growth and technology innovation, including AI products and services, to increase cloud adoption for AI and maintain our market leadership. The adjusted EBITDA margin decreased quarter over quarter by 1.9 percentage points. We increased our investments in technology and product development to capture the surge in AI demand, and also as we ramp up infrastructure investments to growing demand, higher depreciation and amortization expenses also weighed on margins. Revenue from Cainiao decreased by 12%, and its adjusted EBITDA increased by 55%. This is the result of the increasing integration of logistic offerings into our e-commerce businesses. Revenue from Local Service Group grew 10%, driven by the combined order growth of both AMAP and ALIBABA, as well as revenue growth from marketing services, while its adjusted EBITDA loss continued to narrow year-over-year as scale increased and unit economics improved due to operating efficiency. Our adjusted EBITDA loss increased quarter-over-quarter, mainly due to seasonal facts, including high investments during Chinese New Year holiday. Revenue from Digital Media and Entertainment Group grew 12% to RMB 5.6 billion, primarily driven by the strong performance of the movie and entertainment businesses and the increase in Youku's advertising revenue. Adjusted EBITDA of DME turned positive, primarily driven by Youku's profitability. Revenue from all other segments increased by 5%, primarily due to the increase in revenue from Freshippo and Alibaba Health, partly offset by the decrease in revenue from Senna due to its sale and deconsolidation in February 2025. While adjusted EBITDA loss was a loss of RMB 2.5 billion. The all other segment comprises a set of innovative businesses, including several strategic AI-driven technology infrastructure and businesses. While we continue to drive efficiency improvements across business lines, we are also investing in AI opportunities to maintain our competitive edge and to drive future growth. In closing, during this quarter, we are making significant strides in enhancing the competitiveness of our e-commerce and cloud businesses. Our Taobao and Tmall Group delivered solid growth, reflecting the improvement in monetization efficiency. In cloud, revenue growth continued to accelerate sequentially as we are seeing surging demand and ramping up of our capacity. We will onboard more customers and accelerate our business growth. We are also focusing on improving the efficiency of all segments to establish a clear path to profitability, with DME turned profitable this quarter. This quarter, we strengthened our balance sheet by monetizing non-core assets and financial investments. These actions enable us to focus more on our core businesses and provide greater flexibility to invest decisively for growth and to return value to shareholders. We are executing with speed and precision to capture the substantial opportunities ahead in the AI era. Thank you. That's the end of our prepared remarks. We can open up for Q&A.
Hi everyone. For today's call, you are welcome to ask questions in Chinese or English. A third-party translator will provide consecutive interpretation for the Q&A session. Please note that the translation is for convenience purpose only. In the case of any discrepancy, our management statement in the original language will prevail. If you are unable to hear the Chinese translation, bilingual transcripts of this call will be available on our website within 1 week after the end of the meeting. 大家好，今天的电话会欢迎您用中文或英文提问。我们有第三方工作人员提供实时的交替传译，翻译目的是方便大家理解。如有任何疑义，请以我们管理层原始语言所做的陈述为准。如无法听到中文翻译，本次电话会议的双语记录将在会议结束后1周内在我们的网站上提供。Operator, please start Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you. If you wish to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. If you're on a speakerphone, please pick up the handset to ask your question. To give more people the opportunity to ask questions, please keep yourself to no more than 1 question at a time. Your first question comes from Gary Yu with Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
好，谢谢管理层。我这边有2个关于 AI 的问题。第一个是关于云的。 我们之前有看到在企业方面呢是比较难去用语言去变现的。那在 AI 的时代，我记得上一个季度管理层说过有90%以上的 token 是预期在云上面服务。那在过去几个月 DeepSeek 之后，我们跟我们的企业客户去沟通的时候呢，有没有看到有一个比较大的一个改变？就是以前就比较不太愿意上云的企业开始。因为 AI 就有比较大的一个就把 workload 转移到云上面那个情况出现了。如果有的话，会是大概是那一些类型的公司，那一些行业的公司可以跟我们分享一下，以及有没有一个26年财年那个云服务收入的一个指引。我第二个问题是关于一些 AI 的应用的，特别是关于电商方面，如果是我们现在往前看2到3年之后。我们预期能靠，因为阿里算是一家就比较比较早期去投入 AI 的一家电商公司，可以把我们的现在的市场份额在往上提升，而且在那个货币化率的时候有没有一个往上的一个空间呢？因为 AI 的一些工具。好，谢谢。
Thank you, and I have 2 questions regarding the cloud. The first is that we've seen that it's been difficult in the past for AI to be for cloud to be monetized in the AI era. I recall management having said that in a previous quarter's earnings call, and more than 90% of tokens were serving together in the cloud. So first, over the past several months, I'm wondering in the course of talking with your customers if you've seen any big change on that front, and in the past, starting with the enterprises that weren't that willing to go on to the cloud. Because AI is now providing a big push to get onto the cloud. So I'm wondering if you're starting to see that kind of uptake. And if you have, I'm wondering what kinds of companies it is and in what industries, and if you could share with us some color on that, as well as provide some guidance for the FY26 fiscal year in terms of cloud service revenues. That was my first question. The second question has to do with AI applications, in particular in the e-commerce area. And looking ahead, say 2 to 3 years down the road, where do we expect to be at? Because we are one of the earlier companies in the e-commerce space that's beginning to apply AI in our e-commerce offering. So if you could provide some kind of outlook as for how much market share you expect to be able to gain as a result of that new AI deployment, and at the same time, in terms of monetization, will these new AI tools provide further space for expansion? Thank you.
好，第一个问题我来回答吧。我们现在就上个季度而言，云业务的营收增速提升到 18%， 其实最主要的是还是受益于 AI 相关的需求的这个带动。那 AI 相关的需求就是从数字上我们已经看到连续7个季度有3位数的增长。那这个增长其实大量的都是就是有很多新的企业都在使用 AI 这个服务。那我们前面已经讲到过，就是从我们最早接受 AI 的这些服务的企业，可能很多是像我们的互联网啊，或者说互联网金融啊、教育啊，或者智能汽车这些最早应用的行业。但是我们确实现在看到很多其他的一些工作场景，包括一些其他的一些公司，就是原来因为他原来在没有用到 AI 的情况下，他在线下的 IDC 甚至在公司内部的机房就能解决的这些服务，但是因为用了 AI， 它有强大的动力搬迁到云上面来。所以我们刚才所提到的，像我们提到的这些例子，像甚至是养殖业啊，包括是这些制造业啊，包括我们说到的就是可能是像义乌小商品城啊这样的这些企业，其实他们有相当多的原来在一些线下的 workload 都在，因为他们要应用 AI， 所以他们在 把他们的这些服务搬迁到云上面来。那搬迁到云上面来的时候，他们可能会有些简单的一些应用，它可能会调用 API， 但是它要与它的一些企业内部的数据或者企业内部的流程相结合的时候，很多情况下他们都会在开源模型之上做一些后训练，来满足整个企业的这些需求。那我们看到这样的这个需求，通过百链或者说通过在阿里云上租赁我们的整个的那个 GPU 服务和20层的其他的服务，其实它能够很好的满足。所以这个是我对第一个问题的一个回答吧。
Thank you. This is Eddie, so I will take this question. The first question. In the quarter that just concluded, our cloud revenue grew by 18% year over year. And I think that that is primarily benefited from and being driven by demand related to AI. You know, in terms of putting a number on that, if we look at AI-driven demand in the cloud space, it's already grown by triple digits for 7 consecutive quarters now. And behind that, that means that there's a lot of new companies that are starting to make use of AI services. So as we said before, you know, a lot of the companies that started out initially adopting AI were ones in the internet space or internet finance, education, autonomous driving, those early adopter kinds of sectors. But what we're seeing now is a lot of new scenarios and a lot of newer kinds of companies in other sectors that are taking up AI services. You know, a lot of these companies might have, before they adopted AI, they might have been able to access these services offline with IDC or internally with their own server rooms in their own company. But precisely because they're now adopting AI, they have powerful impetus to migrate onto the cloud. And so, as you've seen, we've given you some examples, for example, in the animal farming or animal husbandry sector, as well as in the manufacturing sector, as well as the EU small commodity city and companies there. And there are a lot of these kinds of companies that originally were handling these workloads offline. So when it comes time for them to implement AI and adopt AI applications, they're migrating these services onto the cloud. And when they migrate onto the cloud, they will probably have some simple applications where they can do API calls. But when it comes to accessing their company internal proprietary data or proprietary internal processes within the enterprise and integrating with those, then a lot of the time, what they're going to be doing is post-training on the basis of open source model in order to meet those specific enterprise-specific demands. So we certainly are seeing a lot of this kind of demand through Bailian or through leasing GPU compute on Alibaba Cloud and making use of IaaS layer services and other services. They're satisfying all of those different demand. So that's my response to your first question.
我再补充一点吧，就是经过我们现在看到的这个行业趋势，越来越多的公司因为 AI 它要使用云服务，然后越来越多的公司它在一些基于传统的 CPU 的计算在转向 AI 计算，所以就我们现在看到的情况而言，我们对未来几个季度阿里云的营收增速还在处于一个上升通道，还是抱有一个比较强的信心。
And then just to add to that previous answer, in terms of the trends that we're seeing across these different sectors with more and more companies adopting cloud-based AI services, you know, these are companies that had been using a traditional CPU-based compute that are now turning to AI and AI compute. So given that, what we see for the next few quarters to come is a growth track, significant growth track for revenues in Alibaba Cloud, and we have quite strong confidence and conviction in that.
我来回答一下第二个问题，就是关于这个 AI 在电商领域的应用。其实大家之前几次我也讲过，其实 AI 在电商领域的应用是非常大的一个空间。对，那我们现阶段可能更加关注就是说 AI 对于这个用户体验的一个提升。大家都知道，其实 AI 有机会去重新构架我们的搜索推荐、广告这样的一些过去基于传统算法的这样的一个体系。对，那我觉得这个可能是我们近期内的优先级。那我相信通过这样的一些尝试，我们已经看到了一些结果。那它对于我们在搜索的体验，包括推荐的精准度，还有一些广告效率提升上面，都可以看到很显著的一个帮助。对，那么第二就是说，我们也会去关注 AI 对于我们的那个小二的这个内部员工的工作效率的提升，包括商家的工作效率提升，因为大家都知道。其实电商是一个人力密集型的一个产业吧，就是除了这个平台之外，这个商家其实也是一个非常广大的一个群体。那我们也相信，随着 AI 技术的普及，然后对于这样的一个整体的生态的效率会有一个帮助。对，然后第三点就是说，我们也觉得 AI 长期也会产生新的交互方式。那当然这是一个基于创新的这样的一个未来的一种交互的体验，那我们也在积极的去尝试，然后我们也相信，就 AI 其实会对于淘宝长期的用户体验、商业效率提升会起到一个非常关键的一个驱动力。谢谢。
Thank you. This is Jiang Fan, and I will take the second part of the question regarding the application of AI in the e-commerce space. As we've said several times, there's huge potential for applying AI in e-commerce. Certainly, in the present phase, one thing that we're paying a lot of attention to is leveraging AI to further enhance the user experience. And as you know, we have an opportunity to reshape the consumer experience with AI. For example, in terms of search recommendations and advertising, where we are operating these systems based on traditional algorithms. And I think that this is a high priority for us in the near term. We're already making many attempts on this front and are already starting to see results. It has the potential to enhance, of course, the search experience, as well as to provide more precise recommendations, as well as to enhance advertising efficiency. So we're seeing AI already making a significant difference in those different ways. Secondly, we're also thinking about how we can leverage AI to enhance working efficiency internally for our employees, and beyond our employees, also more generally for merchants. Because as you know, when it comes to e-commerce, apart from the platform, the other big player in the system is merchants. We also trust that with the deeper adoption of AI, we will be able to further elevate efficiency across our entire ecosystem. And then the third point is that we believe in the longer term that AI can create new forms of interaction and engagement. And we're working on innovation-based forms of interaction and innovation engagement for the future. We're piloting these things actively, and we believe that AI will play a critical role in terms of driving long-term enhancement in the user experience on Taobao, and equally in terms of driving enhancement in the efficiency of commerce.
Next question, please.
Thank you. Your next question